For more highlights on this issue, we are joined in the studio by Dr. Ahmed Mostafa, an international relations expert. Dr. Ahmed, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
We'd like to ask you, how do you view a decision by the International Criminal Court which issued an arrest warrant for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over the war on Gaza?
It was not including only Benjamin Netanyahu. However, it includes also the ex-defense minister, Yoav Gallant, and also someone from Al-Qassam, but Israel already killed him. And the guy was murdered about 2 months ago. Anyway, the decision is good enough because it has like a moral and a good decision in this regard, because at least it will deprive Israel, especially those representatives of Israel, the Prime Minister and his steps to travel to such countries, and also according to that 120 countries in the undersigned the statutes of the International Criminal Court, some of the other countries also may be affected by this, because the 120 countries represent the majority of the world, member states of the countries. And also it has a good implication in the process of the Palestinian cause, because Benjamin Netanyahu, as I said several times over and over again, that he was one who already held and supported the Palestinian cause since it was risen, because according to his fanaticism and his stupidity, he made even the international media worldwide, even in the Western countries that support Israel, especially America, not supported, but it represents like a part of them, United States, Great Britain, France, and Germany, made them very exposed. And even the good, media and neutral media over there, and the younger generation, and the people who have honor or having objectivity in this matter, already highlighted that Israel just a criminal and most of the time just practicing atrocities and genocide and Holocaust against the innocent people in both Gaza and South Lebanon. And what we found recently in Amsterdam as well as in Paris the last week and before the last week, it was one of the biggest proof for that, because even the Western media, of course, completely changed it, and with the testimonies and the admission of some Israeli figures, we lost the international media to be on our side as before. Therefore, there is a change, and this decision of the court will make a greater change in this regard, and this is like a retaliatory concerning, what happened yesterday at the Security Council, once this dirty American veto was against the immediate ceasefire against Gaza. And also, as far as I see, it will help a lot to develop the spirit of the Gazan people and the South Lebanon just to sustain in their struggle. And thank God that Netanyahu didn't achieve any of his goals or objectives since he started the aggression from the 8th of last October to 2023 so far. And also the good thing that Karim Khan, he is the head of the Chief Justice of the International Criminal Court, despite the higher pressures that already made upon him, he couldn't, give up or stay away or something like that, like what happened, especially with the Yugoslavia International Criminal Court, especially in the case of Yugoslavia. However, he sustained, and he said that only this court decision made for only 6 months from the starting of aggression from the Israeli side. And what he noticed and what he stressed, that Israel already repeating over and over again such atrocities, and also the starvation, which is already violating all the international laws and the international human law and things like that.
Well, Dr. Ahmed, you've given us lots of information. We'd also like to say that The warrants issued for Netanyahu and the former defense minister Yoav Gallant, as you said, as well as Hamas military chief Mohammed Deif. What do you think about this? Do you think they were going to be facing accusations of crimes against humanity and war crimes in the conflict?
There's only one way, because we know the change of, of the president, because now Biden, he's still, Biden wants to prove for Israel, because he found that Israel and the Democrats and the Zionism before the Democrats still think that Israel is one of those U.S. Or United States. It's like the state number 55 or 51. I'm sorry, the state number 51. Therefore, Israel for them is America and the Western hegemony in the Middle East. And any defeat for Israel is representing like the defeat for the West and the Western values and things like that. Despite Israel, over 76 years was just practicing those issues against the Palestinians. And this matter, especially why we have several victims from Gaza and from Lebanon, from the reluctance or the resistance there, because it is simply like you have an indebtedness in the bank, and unfortunately you delayed in paying off, but now you're trying to pay off before you pay an interest more than the value of the indebtedness itself. I think Netanyahu in a very difficult situation domestically. He's facing a lot of things. He's trying just to displace all the issues just to stay away, because he's already facing a lot of crimes, especially inside Israel. First, he didn't achieve anything of his objectives concerning the attack on Gaza as well as on Lebanon. Number two, he's facing, corruption, and he's supposed to be referred to the court, but unfortunately, because he has a majority in the Knesset, therefore he's still sustained in his ruling of this Zionist entity. Number three, his son is not a part of the IDF, and this is make like a excuse, because now we found a lot of videos for the families of the IDF members, and they are crying and shouting, where is the son of Netanyahu, why he's not, defending his homeland. As well as we have also the problem of the religious stream, the Haredim, because after the removal of Yoav Gallant, they already perished the court decision just to recruit or to employ the Haredim in the IDF. There was a lot, also the situation inside Israel, especially the economic situation, and even the world economic situation, especially the Western economic situation, is very bad and difficult for them, because Trump will just get a very heavy burden of indebtedness in the United States, amounted to, according to the Bank of America and the Federal Reserve, $40 trillion US. Germany, the biggest economy in Europe, also, it has a big recession. And one of the problems that already facing Olaf Scholz, one of the first sponsors for the Zionist entity, is he tried to give money for Ukraine and for Israel, about 16 billion euros. This is why already non-confidence maybe decision will be made by the Bundestag against him. Therefore, it's complicated. Domestically inside Israel and in the West that's supporting Israel. And the situation of Netanyahu in this is like between heaven and, like between a hell and a more than one hell.
Well, Dr. Ahmed, thank you very much for your insightful words. We will be moving forward now to the Ukraine crisis. Ukraine claimed Thursday that Russia launched an intercontinental ballistic missile overnight at one of its cities. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in a video statement that there was a new Russian missile. The details are followed in the next report.
In what would be the first use in war of a weapon designed to deliver long-distance nuclear strikes, Russia fired an intercontinental